one of the main things for me is just the possibility of meeting people and talking to them. You know, we still in Australia face this business that we're making our artwork all over the country. We're separated by massive distance, and there isn't particular places where we can all meet and talk together. So I come with very few literal expectations, but a kind of anticipation that in just having conversations with people, things will arise. And I mean, probably 5 or 6 of them have already happened in terms of my own work. And then I guess in the formal sessions, it is about people being able to expand their minds around, you know, what are the possibilities in the future, what's been achieved since the last forum, and what do we do to ensure the health of theatre and the performing arts in general, I guess.
I've loved being a part of the conversation. I've loved being a part of all of the exciting ideas, or developing the exciting ideas, being a part of the generating new initiatives. I've really enjoyed being a part of that as well. I've enjoyed seeing people I hadn't seen in a really long time. And I'm really excited about the kind of work that's being created, the kinds of people who are creating that work, and I hope all of that work ends up in the Onstage database.
For me, what's good is when you hear the diversity of opinions and you encourage discourse rather than the kind of top-down approach where policy just goes bang down to you, where there's a grassroots approach and things emerge. I have a feeling that it also creates a consensus model of decision-making that will benefit everyone. So instead of us all being individual artists kind of feeling a self-imposed isolation, we can work together, talk about ideas, and then create a kind of policy platform or an imperative that needs to be met by the industry as a whole. And I think too often we disempower ourselves as artists. We sit back and think the government needs to fund us, so-and-so needs to do this, they need to do this, those big companies are taking things from us. Whereas we empower ourselves and say we can modify and grow as artists to attract new audiences or to articulate what we want to happen. That these forums are those opportunities. If it just becomes a whinge fest, then nothing gets achieved. If it's something where we can say, how do we imagine the future, and here's the steps to get there, so much more is possible.
My impression is that the country is truly represented: remote, regional, metro, inner urban, suburban. Theatre practitioners and workers are here, and that's tremendous. I must admit, when I looked through the list of people who were coming, I'm 45 and I've been an actor since I was 15 and professionally since I was 21. And the thing that I really responded to was, oh, look, there's so-and-so, and there's so-and-so that I worked with in 1991, and there's so-and-so, and there's so-and-so. So I found it heartening to recognise the names that I have a close connection with, equally seeing that 2/3 of them were names that I didn't know at all. And that's as it should be.
People are a bit tired already, but I suspect that their stamina will increase over time rather than decrease. It's been pretty exciting. Lots of people who know each other and some people who don't know each other, so that's pretty exciting. We've got the picnics tonight, which sounds pretty great. I think we could all do with a good glass of wine or a nice cup of peppermint tea, something stimulating.